Hello and welcome back to Evolving Tech in a different place. Sorry about that, didn't mean to throw you a curveball. I'm out of town right now, so I'm in a different set. But look, I brought the cube. It's familiar, right? Hey, I'm Brock St. Clair and welcome to Evolving Tech. It's the show where we talk about consumer technology and its evolution. And nothing says evolution quite like 5 iterations of the same game console. It's just like the evolution of humankind, the only difference being every time they upgraded species, they also remade Crash Bandicoot. Sony has still yet to unveil the PlayStation 5, like the look and all the official specs, but we do have some things confirmed thanks to a special Wired interview with the chief architect on the console, Mark Cerny. So I thought it would only be good if we speculate how the PS5 might look and also talk a little bit about the specs that we know are confirmed thanks to Mark's interview. Let's get into that. Number 1, the CPU. The CPU is going to be an AMD Ryzen-based chip, which is great. It's also going to have 8 cores, which is also great. AMD is also playing a role in the PS5's GPU. It's going to have an AMD Navi-based card, which means, nothing, but it supports ray tracing, which means a whole lot! What ray tracing essentially is the way that light interacts with surfaces and objects in video games. For example, in this shot with Master Chief, if he were designed by Apple, the lights in the elevator reflecting and streaking down the helmet and his armor, or this shot with the flames from the explosion reflecting off the car and the ground, giving it a mega realistic Hollywood CG feel. That's ray tracing. And in that Wired interview, Mark Cerny also said that the PS5 will have 3D audio that is, quote, remarkably different to the PS4's audio. Okay. As far as storage goes, the PS5 will run on an SSD, which is such good news for loading times. Games will boot up faster, loading screens will be quicker. In fact, Mark Cerny showed an example in this particular interview of Marvel's Spider-Man on a hard drive with a loading screen that lasted 15 seconds. The same loading screen on an SSD lasted 0.8 seconds. We love to hear it. Also, the PS5 will support up to 8K. Has anyone else still got a 1080p screen? No? Is that just me? Am I the only one? Maybe 8K is a little bit overkill, but it's still, super cool. Eventually, everybody will have an 8K display, right? And then 12K, Y2K, special K, tech moves fast. And finally, for confirmed specs, last and probably also least, the PS5 will have a built-in 4K Blu-ray player for all you Blu-ray stands out there. And some other confirmed features that don't have to do with physical hardware. Number 1, the PS5 will be backward compatible, probably, with all PS4 games. Probably. Mark Cerny said it's built around the same architecture, so it shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna take your word for it, Mark. When the PS5 rolls out in holiday 2020, a lot of games will be released on the PS4 and the PS5 at the same time, so if you still have a PS4 and you're waiting to make the transition, that's good news for you and new AAAs. The PS5 will not be digital only. It's still gonna support discs, just as it has for many years. Also, with the new storage infrastructure, Mark said that game sizes will be significantly smaller, and if that's not the case, the game will be significantly larger. It allows for a bigger game, or at least a smaller, more optimized game experience. And lastly, the logo for the PS5 is unlike anything I've ever seen before. Brace yourself. I hope you're sitting down. Here it is. I think they might regret making such a drastic change, but time will tell. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, how the PS5 will look. Well, listen, my friend, the patent has been filed, the pictures have been leaked, and here it is. I'm kidding. That's just the dev kit. They sent that to developers to make games for the PS5. It's not representative of the final product. It looks a little bit like if an Xbox 360 had a baby with a Chevron logo. Certainly, there will be a lot of design changes before it goes to market. Right? And that's all we know right now. But of course, we'll keep you posted as we get more information. It's been great speculating with you. Great talking about confirmed specs as well. But for now, I've been Brock St. Clair. This is Evolving Tech. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please do. If you really liked the video, consider subscribing. If you didn't like the video, consider joining our Haters Club. Their Facebook page is run by my mother. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.